This is big for me. For those who don't know, last year in New England, I changed my number from 38 to 25 to honor my grandfather. And this season, when I found out that, well, when I had an idea that I could possibly end up here, and I talked to my family about it, my grandmother ran to the back, and the first thing she did was like, "Oh, you have to wear this shirt when you go up there and sign your contract." Because, without him and my family support, I wouldn't be here today, even playing football. I was a baseball player my entire life. So to be here and to be part of this organization as he was, this is phenomenal for me. Just the history behind the team and that he's part of the history makes it even more important to me. So I'm excited. I'm glad, and like I can't even get the words out. I'm very excited to be in black and silver. Josh is a Josh is a great guy. Like, I love Josh. Josh is a very personal coach. He's a player's coach. He likes to bring the best out of his players, and he likes to challenge his players as well. So just off the field, casually, Josh is just one of the guys. Like, we can hang out, we can talk about whatever. It's more than football to him. Like, he's a very family-oriented guy, and that's how he was raised, and that's the way he coaches. And so I love Josh. Me and Josh, we bump heads a few times, but like I said, it's family. So you bump heads and then we shake hands and get it back over with, and we're back for the same common goal. But love Josh, loved him as a football player. Love him as a football coach. And just off the field, he's one of the more personable coaches I've had the pleasure of being coached by. I love just going in his office and you could talk about anything from, the weather to something you saw on CNN an hour ago. Josh is just one of those personal guys. Actually, I was just sitting at home. This is not my first go around with free agency. I was just sitting at home, kind of just weighing out the options. And when I did finally talk to Josh, it was kind of one of those situations to where what would be the best situation for me and my family going forward. And this was a very easy choice. It's schematically and on a personal level as well. This is a very familiar face. Familiar face it's a lot of coaches on this staff that I've had the pleasure of being coached by in the past, and a few of them more recently. So this has been it's been a hell of a ride. And yeah, when Josh pretty much made his phone call, it was kind of summed it up from where I was going for me. I can't even say it was just the usage of me. If you go to Josh's history, I was there with Shane Vereen, Danny Woodhead. I was there when James White became in. I've learned from a lot of players over my time, and it was just one of those situations. He knew what I could do as a player. He's seen me do it before, and it was just a matter of going out and doing it. I appreciate him giving me all those opportunities and, a chance to finally get out there and show what I can do. Because, like I said, without him, I wouldn't be as far as I would on offense, especially. But I appreciate him for everything he's done for me. I appreciate the players before me that helped me carve out to the player I am today. So it's not just Josh, and it wasn't just me. It was a group effort to get to this point. I'm expecting the same role and that I had in New England, and that's to help everybody as best as I can. Whether it's on special teams or offense, I'm not looking for a specific role. I'm looking to play football and win some games at the same time. So I don't really have any say of what I play or how much I play. I love the game of football, and I want to get out there and play ball. The Patriot way, to sum it up, is just doing things the right way without people having to without people telling you to do it the right way. It's kind of like just do it right when no one's watching. And that whole do your job and everything else, you're not worried about the next guy, you're worried about your assignment. And if they do their assignment, it's like a puzzle piece. If I do my job and you do your job and we put our two pictures together, we make a bigger picture. And so when you look at it from that standpoint, it's not fairly hard, it's fairly easy, and everybody's just gonna put their own spin on it. And I'm sure when we get down to the off-season program and OTAs, we're gonna have conversations about it as a team and figure out what works best for us and hopefully make some things shake this season.